A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 14, verses 15 to 24. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. That triggered a response from one of the guests. How fortunate the one who gets to eat dinner in God's kingdom. Jesus followed, yes, for there was once a man who threw a great dinner party and invited many. When it was time for dinner, he sent out his servant to the invited guests, saying, "Come on in, the food's on the table." Then they all began to beg off, one after another, making excuses. The first said, "I bought a piece of property and I need to look it over. Send my regrets." Another said, "I just bought 5 teams of oxen and I really need to check them out. Send my regrets." And yet another said, "I just got married and need to get home to my wife." The servant went back and told the master what had happened. He was outraged and told the servant, "Quickly, get out into the city streets and alleys. Collect all who look like they need a square meal, all the misfits and homeless and down and out. You can lay your hands on and bring them here." The servant reported back, "Master, I did what you commanded, and there's still room." The master said, "Then go to the country roads. Whoever you find, drag them in. I want my house full." Let me tell you, not one of those originally invited is going to get so much as a bite at my dinner party. The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning. I am Father Joseph Matthew, and this is Coffee with God. Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 14, verses 15 to 24. You are invited. In today's Gospel, Jesus speaks of a great banquet that symbolizes God's kingdom. Excited to spread his joy, the host sends out numerous invitations, but the guests make excuses, each preoccupied with their own issues. Undeterred, he opens his doors to the poor, the disabled, and the marginalised, welcoming those who might otherwise never know such hospitality. This is a profound illustration of God's limitless invitation to everyone, regardless of who we are. The banquet represents the joy and fullness of heaven, an eternal feast prepared by God for His children. Heaven is freely given. No one can earn their way in. Our loving God invites us to enter into a relationship with Him. Yet many of us, like those invited guests, become preoccupied with earthly matters. We say later or I am busy, failing to see how priceless His invitation is. Our excuses are reflections of our selfishness, preferring our comforts over communion with God and others. When we refuse His invitation, it is as if we say, "My life is sufficient without you, Lord." Yet, in rejecting His call, we miss out on the fullness of life that He promises. The parable also reminds us of the Lord's unrelenting love. Even when rejected, He reaches out, seeking those who feel unworthy or rejected by society. He yearns to gather everyone into His embrace, especially those who feel rejected and helpless. Today, let us reflect. Are we open to the feast God offers? Do we allow Him to break through our business and distractions? May we ask for the grace to set aside our own pursuits and embrace God's invitation wholeheartedly, ready to enter His joy.